Hello, hello, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. I am Trina Boldenfields, and I'm popping on for a tea with Trina. And I'm actually trying to lift my tea over here. It's really, really hot, my tea. And so it was sticking to the coaster that I have underneath it. But I am having ginger tea, okay? Ginger tea with a little bit of wild honey. That's what I'm having. And it's really, really hot. So I'm going to give it a moment to cool down. Um, but I wanted to hop on and talk with you today about love, hope, and healing, when love becomes the path to healing. And I want to talk about this today because I've been recently reminded about the importance of love and how that impacts someone's journey for mental health, for healing, for growth. The honest truth is being seen and heard in your person as you are, but by a loved one, is so helpful that it allows you to step into a healing process. I think a little bit with more strength and confidence with that love. And a lot of research has been done around this, and so there have been studies that have shown, like for example, if while someone is being, say, for instance, reviewed, right, or being evaluated, if there was a stressful moment happening and their partner held their hand, their husband or their spouse or their partner held their hand, they would have a relaxation hormone come in, like the oxytocin come in and help them relax, and which helps promote healing and reduction of stress. And so I think it's so important to navigate our love relationships in ways that are supporting, in ways that are seeing and valuing each other, so that we may continue to live more healthier lives. And this past weekend, I held a Hold Me Tight workshop, and it was absolutely beautiful. It was amazing. The feedback that I got was that the workshop was so well worth it, time, energy, and effort, and that it shifted the trajectory of their marriage, right? So that's the workshop that I got. And I think it's so important to step into a relationship dynamic, to step into with hope and with sincerity and with focus and commitment, and that shows up in your relationship, um, and I think about the point of changing people's lives and changing the trajectory of their future, and I think that's what happens when we choose to lean into what really matters to us, when we choose to lean into what's important to us instead of retreating into silence or hiding from activating that greatness within. And I'm speaking about both marriage and in life with dreams and goals as well now, because I think both are so essential. And love, yes, is so essential to promoting health and healing within lives. And I think that's why it's so important to be present, fully present for your moments, present for the relationships in your life, to create opportunities that allows you to really be seen fully and be expressive fully. I think that it's true that, yeah, we all have flaws, we all have fears, yes, but we need to learn how to be there for one another and reach one another when we are in a place of even in any place, right? But step into that with tenderness, right? Um, Versus maybe being on the defensiveness, or being defensive, or um, looking to make a point, right? So I wanted to just share that with you, right? Or how important it is to just show up for one another, and also to know that um, hope in the moment is important to have. And I say that because I think that in life and in love, there are people who think that there's one way to go about doing things. But I find myself reminding my clients in a number of occasions, reminding them that there are multiple ways, different options to be able to get through to something or to create something. And so a lot of times, even in your love relationships, there are different ways that you can explore what's happening for you. What does that mean for you? And choose a different way that's going to be more supportive. That's good. It's nice and hot too, but it's good. Choose a way that's going to be more supportive, that it will allow you to step into that tenderness, that being seen, that being heard, and being understood, places of being. And what I do know is that hope is what allows us to believe. Hope is what allows us to, even after years of maybe feeling disconnected, but hope brings us close again. It makes that closeness possible when you believe, when you have hope. And when you believe that joy can be um, rekindled, reinvigorated, it can be developed. And that is what I want to really share today, right? About that, yes, it's true that things are going to be hard, but what I've witnessed, and what I specifically witnessed this weekend is why I do what I do, why I do the work that I do. Because healing, it doesn't start with answers. It starts with people's willingness. So what are you willing to do in life, in love, in relationships? And I want to share that it's not about perfection, what you're journeying towards. It's about the connection you make. It's about the courage you have. It's about how you show up for you and how you show up for your partner, if that's the dynamic you're working through. Um, and that is very impactful, right? And that is also hopeful. And so, to all of the people who've worked with me, couples, individuals, I want to just say thank you. Thank you for doing the work. Thank you for showing up for you with courage. I know even when it's been scary, because I have journeyed through navigating fears with many of my clients, and really encourage you to share that that work is possible. What you're moving towards and what you're here to activate is possible. The love that you're here to express and share with your loved one is so possible. It's here for us now in the moment. And when we do that work where we activate our dreams, when we repair our love relationships and deepen them and make a closer connection, we are able to then build a legacy for our future. And that is so important, right? Of building that. And I think it's important to make sure that you are in a place in your life and in your love where you are really getting what you need out of it. So if you're listening to me now, you're tuning in right now, and if you are in a place of longing for closeness again or longing for activation of your worthy dream, I want to let you know that it's possible and it is doable. What I witnessed this weekend in that workshop that I facilitated was absolutely life shifting and altering. Like, we got down to layers that I think that the people who participated didn't really expect it to really hit and understand and have come up. And we were able to heal those. We were able to bring them up and heal them in the moment, right? And I gave them tools that they can utilize and activate for their future journey. And that's possible. That's possible for you in your life, in your love relationships. And the belief in yourself and the hope that you have is the seed. So, and the love, right, is the nurturing of that seed, right? And then when you heal, that is the growth, right? The healing is the growth. So I want you to ask yourself, what am I willing to believe can be restored in my life or can be activated in my life right now, right? And how might love be inviting me to surrender, be inviting me to soften, be inviting me to speak up, share? The truth is, healing happens the moment that we stop waiting for the perfect timing. Healing and growth happens when we start responding to what our heart already knows. Healing happens when we are able to be really honest and true and share those deeper, most vulnerable parts of ourselves, right? And to be able to see that and allow our loved ones to see that with us. So I wanted to come on and share this with you. I hope this has been helpful. I want to invite you to make sure you journal about the questions that I asked you. And if you're looking for this kind of support via my Hold Me Tight intensive or my one-on-one coaching, and if my messages resonate with you, if this message today resonated with you, I want you to send me a message, right? Because the truth is that your love story, your dream story, it can be written and it's worthy. It is so worthy, right? It's worthy of the love, of the hope, of being, of healing and growth in this life, in the now. Okay. So that's what I wanted to share with you today for Tea with Trina. I hope you're enjoying your tea and your day. And Thank you so much for tuning in with me for this beautiful, beautiful message. And my very warm tea now is really warm and it's nice. So I'll talk to you all next time on the next tea with Trina. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.